I do feel, oh no, 10-minute rule. That keeps a lot of stress on our abs. Very straightforward, that's all I'm doing. What the shit in hell's going on? Right then, you lot, welcome back to Dad Bod to Beach Bod, our transformation series where we're going to go from chubby-ish to hopefully abs in 10 weeks. This is week 4, so by the end of this week it'll have been about a month since we started. And I do feel like I do look different. I definitely feel different, especially after last week's training session where we have been in this shed and we've been using this body weight machine, this bench and small barbell, and the dartboard. Now, as the train decides to go past, take your time. Yeah, okay. So this week is going to be very much a similar style of workout where I'm going to be jumping back on the bench again. Today is going to be a sort of a chest and tricep exercise day. The only difference this week is I'm going to start to incorporate cardio into my routines. And obviously doing cardio is going to burn more calories for me. I don't think I need to burn more calories. I think we're already tracking a good deficit, which is what we need to do to obviously lose our body fat, is to just be underneath our demand. But running for me is going to be more about our health. So I'm getting closer to 30 now and I haven't done any cardio for like 10 years. So it's definitely something that is long term going to be far more important for me than just doing some heavy resistance training. So we're going to be doing a bit of that today as well. Whether it's going to be sprints or literally just boring jogging, I don't know yet. I've got a good little piece of garden to do some sprints on. We may do that. Anyway, I don't really know what we've got planned this week. You'll find out obviously very shortly. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a boring week. We'll see what happens anyway. I will show you an ab routine, hopefully in the next couple of days for me, in the next maybe 30 seconds for you. I'll show you my ab routine that we're going to be doing every single day. I think it's important to do abs every day, especially for this beach body look. Abs is like 75% of what your beach body is, apart from a little bit of legs and a little bit of arms. Abs is really what makes a good beach body. So I'll show you a routine very shortly. Anyway, for me now, I'm going to carry on and do my workout. I'll probably show you some darts at some stage this week as well. Might get my dad in and have a game of darts against him. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll see you very shortly. And it's Saturday. I don't know what's happened this week. It's been a little bit miserable, you know. We've not really done anything. Popped out a little bit yesterday. Nice to see the family and stuff, which was good. But apart from that, it's been quite miserable. It's miserable against day. It's warm, but it's just a bit rank. So I was going to do some sprints. Didn't do that, or any cardio at all. But I have done a little bit of my workout on this piece of kit, which has been good. As promised, I will show you an ab workout. But what I wanted to do, it's quite early in the morning, and I thought I'm going to show you something which was integral to my physique when I did my bodybuilding competitions. If you don't know, a couple of years ago when I lived in Canada, I competed in men's physique bodybuilding shows, and obviously in order to get to the condition I needed to, the physical condition I needed to, especially with abs, I did something. I'm going to show you that now, and it's easy for me to do that in the morning before I've had breakfast, because obviously it impacts my belly. So let me take my trench coat off in case I start flashing people in my shed, and I'll show you the vacuum. What are you doing all the way down there? Oh my god. Okay, so Yeah, actually, this is what I look like. I'm still going to do tomorrow a body composition video again, just quickly show you what I look like, just to bulk the video out properly and talk through it, because I'm going to have done nothing else apart from probably play. Who got treble ones? Hey, Dad's showing off with the 3 treble ones. Anyway, I will show you a quick game of darts maybe a bit later on today. For now though, I'm going to show you and explain how vacuums work and what they do. So, because this is the most awkward position ever. So, because it's about sucking your belly in, it's better to do it on an empty stomach. I, every single day, would do this as I got up. It's the easiest time to do it. I then do it probably before lunch, if I remembered obviously, but definitely before dinner. So I do it at least twice a day. And the easiest way for me to explain this is, as a kid, you always used to mess around and try and like suck in your belly to make you look as thin as possible. So that's kind of how you start off. You have to sort of suck in and make yourself look as thin as possible. Kind of like this, sucking your belly in. Now, not only does it start with this, and not only do you have to suck yourself in, but you've also got to suck in and up at the same time. And that, being able to do that comes with time and doing it very, very frequently. Now, what this does is this helps shape and build your abs from the inside out, and it sort of gives you the framework for a good set of abs on the outside. So, and it's also easier to start doing this not standing up. That's the hardest position to get a vacuum, but bent over. So you expel all of the air that you've got in your lungs, because obviously that's going to make it harder. The more air inside your body, the more things going on. You're going to want to breathe out and then suck in. It's quite awkward, and it doesn't feel great, especially after getting rid of all the air. You then have to suck in and hold it for as long as you can without passing out. You can do a vacuum through breathing normally, but you don't get the right contraction without getting rid of all the air first. So I'll try and do it in this position, and if you don't get a good angle, we'll move it and I'll show you again. But for now, it's try and get your arms down, even on the floor, like in a plank position, getting your elbows down and your knees down. Kind of like, in fact, I might be able to do it like this. The light isn't great. So we're going to breathe out, and I'm going to suck in at the same time. We'll see how much of a vacuum we get. I haven't done this for a while, so let's just see. Okay, anyway, I'll stop yibba yabbing and jabbing, and I'll go and actually have my breakfast before I die, and hopefully I'll see you in a sec. Shall I do a cool transition with my phone? I thought about this. Let me throw my phone in the air and do a cool transition into my ab routine, and before I break my phone, I'll see you in a sec. Which way around am I? There I am. Okay, so as promised, it's only going to be 3 exercises for abs. Very straightforward. It's all I'm doing. What the shit in hell's going on? It's all I'm doing. 3 exercises, as well as obviously the vacuums. I'm going to be doing 3 basic ab exercises every day for the next, what week are we in? Week 4 for the next 6 weeks, and we will have better abs than this right now. I've not eaten breakfast, so I've got a nice flat stomach. It's not ideal because I don't have a lot of energy, but there you go. I'm going to show you, put you in a good position, and throw you. Here it is. Show you 3 ab exercises. Let's go. Okay, so exercise number 1 is the most basic ab exercise that most people will do. It's a normal sit-up on my dirty mat. And the first of 3, which is going to target sort of your upper ab area, we're going to go a minute on and straight then into our next exercise. So it's going to be as many as we can get. So from a laying flat position, shoulders need to hit the floor. You don't want to cheat and finish here. That's not good. Want to keep a nice straight body. Shoulders touch the floor and then straight up. Try not to round your body and come up like this. The way that I do it, I pivot from my hips and keep a nice straight body and push myself straight up. Not to 90 degrees, which it would be here, just less than 90 degrees, so it keeps my core engaged. As soon as you get to here, your muscles relax. We don't want them to relax at all. So it's going to be from a straight back, straight up, about 85 degrees, straight down. And we're just going to continue to do this. Where for me, initially, this is not too difficult. It will, with time, become a lot more difficult the more you do it. Or you can hold something to make, if you only wanted to do 20 reps, you can hold a medicine ball or a dumbbell or a child. Anything to make it harder to get from down here to up here. So we do this for a minute, which I'll fast forward, and then straight into exercise number 2. Okay, so exercise number 1 done. It feels good. Now there is another exercise, our third exercise, which we're going to be on the mat for. But I don't know about you, but whenever I wedge my feet under anything, I always get sore up here where that pivot point is on my hips. Whenever I do sit-ups, my legs always get sore, and they're going to get even sorer, even more sore, one of those, on our third ab exercise, which is why we've put it at the end. It's not the idea. We're not doing ab exercises to get sore legs. So our next exercise is going to be either with anything heavy you can hold in your hand. For me, I forgot my dumbbells, so I'm actually going to use the body weight machine, but I can show you an alternative. Anything that you can hold in one hand is going to be suitable to be able to do this exercise. So let's rotate you around and get on the bench. Now, I've got on, this is such an awkward angle. I have on this weight machine, this little bar here, this, or you can use a if you're actually at the gym and you've got a cable machine to use, there's the handle accessory which you can hold. Now the idea for this is to hold the weight in one hand, which as soon as you pick it up, you're going to be leant over. So the idea is to try and keep as straight as you can and go from this bent position, which you can't really see. So from this bent position to a straight up position, which is going to contract this side of your core, this side of your abs, and as soon as you move upwards, it's going to squeeze it all in. And again, we're going to do this just for a minute, but nice and slowly. This is one where a lot of trainers don't like this machine because you can get it wrong and hurt yourself. So as long as you can stand upright, lean over until you kind of feel a nice little pull, very slowly up and back again. And this is going to squeeze in. I'm going to use this one, and what this one's going to do is it's the muscles, and you can kind of see my rib cage almost there, but can I show you better on this side? These muscles in here, it's really, where are they? Oh my god, in here, it's going to tighten all these up, which again, it's going to help with all sorts. with your core strength, stability, maybe even posture, who knows, depends how good you are. Right, I'm going to do these, and obviously it's going to be X amount for this hand and this hand, or a minute on this hand, minute on this hand. We're going to do that and then move on to our final exercise, which is going to target the last part of the abs, and then we'll go on to something else. Oh, okay, we're back on the floor. Now, as I said, there are alternatives to that last one. You can have a dumbbell in your hand and slowly roll it down your body and pick it back up. I use an actual plate with the handle in, and I roll that down my side and pick it back up. Now, for the final one, so we've targeted our upper abs, we've targeted our side, we're going to target the lower part of our abs, and that's going to be leg raises. So either on your elbows or flat on your back, which, how much room have I got here? A little bit before I knock myself out. So the idea here is to lift both of your legs off the ground to a point about 45 degrees in the air. Again, this is one where the higher you go, the less stress is going to be on your abs, the easier it's going to be, which we don't want. We want to stop about here, and then down to just above the floor, kick back up and hold, slowly down, kick back up and hold, slowly down. Again, we're going to do this for a minute, either laying down like this, dust, or on our elbows. It doesn't make a tremendous amount of difference. We'll do this for a minute and we'll get on to a review afterwards. Righty, we're back in the room. We've got the dartboard, we've got Dad's sign in the background. Look at us go. Now, these dudes, protein flapjack things from MyProtein. Now, these actually weren't very expensive. Between 10 and 15 pounds. I don't think they were much more than that. There are 20 grams of protein in this little flapjack. It's tiny, very, very small. 20 grams in there, and you can taste it. Now, if you need quick protein, then it's not horrendous. There are a lot of complex carbs in here, but it wasn't so bad. For me, this is actually the last one of the pack, which I'll eat at some stage, but I've been a bit reluctant to eat them. It's just, they taste like protein powder. I don't know what else I was expecting, to be honest. They're very moist. Look, it's very floppy. It's very moist, but you can taste the protein powder quite heavily in there. But like I said, 20 grams of protein in there. And how many carbs? Not, maybe 30? Yeah, 31 carbs. 12 fat. It's not horrendous. It's a good macro pie chart, if you like. And on a small stack, it's not horrendous. But for me, I probably won't buy them again. I prefer to get my protein out of actual food in my diet rather than having like a supplement like this as an extra snack or something. But there you go. I won't buy them again. Very proteinous, and you can taste the powder. Next up, I'm gonna eat this on camera, are these bad boys. Creatine monohydrate. Now these, I've never really, I might have had a little bit of creatine when I was competing, but it couldn't have been for very long, for like a long period of time. Otherwise I'd have remembered, especially swallowing tablets. Like, these things are torpedoes. I have never swallowed it. I've gagged most times, and you have to have 3 of these. I've gagged most times that I have to eat them. Well, I eat them every day. You've got to have 3 tablets a day, and there are 240 tablets. There's 80 servings. Is my maths right here? There's 250 tablets, 83 servings, and you'll have 1 tablet left over as a bonus, I guess. Now, these things, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you in relation to something else. Look how big they are compared to the dartboard. I'm joking. These things are huge. Now, I've not had them today, so I'm going to have my 3 now. But it's a pain. Trying to drink these things, oh my God. Like, where's my water? I do feel, oh no. 10-minute rule. I do feel, yikes, like they have made a very big impact. Like, maybe, I know they don't take They probably won't work until 6 weeks, after having them for 6 weeks continuously. So that'll be a good way through. How many is that? What's 6 weeks times 7? 63, 7. So we'll literally be like 85% of the way through this tub before we see a considerable difference. I feel like I'm bulkier already, but that might just be because I wasn't working out. I've got good genetics, and now I am working out, and I'm taking these. Yeah, I've got bigger, but that might just be because I'm actually working out when I wasn't before. That's probably what's happened. I feel bigger though. Maybe these are. Shut up. Let's have them now. Also, am I weird for doing this? I don't put the tablet in first. My wife thinks I'm a freak. I drink this first, and I get water in my mouth. Let me know if anyone else does this, by the way. Or am I on my own here? I have to have, and this goes for any tablets, I have to put water in my mouth first, and then I prise my lips open with this, and put it in, and then you'll watch. Oh. You can actually feel it going down. It's so big. I'm surprised you didn't see it. I can still feel it in here. I swear, like every single time they go down sideways. It's literally almost the size of my throat. And that was only one. I've got to have 3 of these every day. That was a smooth one. Okay. Oh. Now, I know there's a lot of people that just can't swallow tablets. And I don't blame you. Like, a lot of people have a really bad gag reflex. Like, my gag reflex is bad, but I know there are a lot of people that it's a lot worse. Like, I can't do a lateral flow test without almost making myself throw up. Those are borderline too big for me, but for the gains, I'll do it for the gains. Now, one more thing arrived, which I'm excited about. It's in a parcel. I wonder what it can be. I can't wait to open this up. I'm joking. It's a clock. Now, whenever I'm recording, I can't really set a timer because I don't know how to do that. With my brand new clock, I'm going to be able to see and it's got a second hand, which is so important because I almost bought one without the second hand, and that would have been pointless. It's good to have the second hand to see how far we're going. I'm so excited to get this on the wall. I've never been excited for a clock before, but I've got one, and now it's awesome. I don't think I've got anything else apart from, let's do a very quick get you in the right position and show you the body composition thing. We'll end the video off there, and I guess we'll see you next week. But first, body time. Okay, much better lighting. So, as I've said already, I do feel a lot better. I feel stronger. I do feel bigger. The light is obviously going to make it look like I'm slimmer than I am, but I feel like I've already lost a lot of body fat. To get the beach body, now remember, that's what we're going for here. I'm not going to be the most huge guy in the world, but I am going to have a strong set of abs and maybe bigger arms. And that's what we're going for here. So with a little bit more fat to come off the stomach, and we're only in week 4, the end of week 4 anyway. What the hell is that person just running straight past my house? We're only in week 4. We are almost halfway there, and I feel like we've done really well so far. So I think we are tracking pretty well. Front of my body, feel okay. Side profile, I do feel like it's a lot flatter now, and definitely doing vacuums, so doing vacuums every day, almost passed out, is only going to help bring my waist in, bring my stomach in, and make it a lot more squarer back. I feel like my lower back is looking better. I'm not going to tense or anything. This is just what it looks like. I do feel a lot better. I feel a lot stronger. solid tan lines. I feel good. End of week 4, and again, as I've said before, I've not got a very strict diet at all. I literally had McDonald's yesterday. I'm eating what I feel is the right thing to eat for my body right now. When it gets closer to week 7, 8, 9, I may become more stringent and cut down more on things like takeaways. Otherwise, I'm going to keep a balanced diet and see where it takes us to. Hopefully, beach body, good abs, etc. We'll see. Anywho, it's the end of the week. I'll see you next week for week number 5, where I did tell you we were going to play some darts. I lied. I'm sorry. We can do darts next week. I haven't got time this week. I'm doing nothing else. I've got lots of time, but I just can't be bothered. We're going to do it next week. And granted, the weather is a little bit better, which I think it should be. We're going to be doing some sprints. We're going to leave this place for a while, and we're going to do another week of follow alongable circuit training outside, sprints, etc. Where have you gone? Sprints, etc. Anyway, that's all for me. Thank you very much for liking. Thanks very much for liking if you liked, and thanks for watching. And comment, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.